Hello and welcome to Take Time to Create. My name is Linda and today we have another globe. If you saw my last video or one of my previous videos, you saw that I did a rhinestone globe and I loved it. I had a second globe in my stash. I had these for other projects and I just never did those, so I'm doing something different. Loved the rhinestone one, and I suggested in that globe to maybe use glitter. So I thought, well, let's try a glitter globe. I'm gonna be so excited. So this one has a really neat quote. It says, "Follow that dream." It's not very well printed on there. So I thought I would try and glitter the letters first, and then I will go and I don't know if I'm gonna do the ocean or the land masses, but I'm gonna glitter one thing at a time, but I want to start with the letters, I guess. And I'm not sure how this is gonna go. It's probably gonna end in disaster, so we'll find out. Anyway, I have my little paint tubes just like before, where I'm going to help it from rolling. Just kind of wedge it underneath there. Just like that. All right. This may end in disaster. We will find out. Follow that dream. I have some Scotch Create permanent glue clear pen. The reason why I have this, it's what I had in my stash, but it's got a tip that's a little more precision than just squirting out a bunch of glue. And I don't know the best way. There we go. Since I'm a righty, I need to be able to see this. But it's all crooked and weird, so I'm going to try and do it so that it's not so crooked and weird. And we're just gonna kind of put some glue on here. I have no idea. Okay, so this is right where I'm going to not do exactly what they have, because I don't know what happened to their printing machine when they did this. If you have other precision tips, use those. A paintbrush would work too. If you used white glue and a paintbrush, that would work. Okay, let's see how this worked out. The glitter I'm using is just extra fine black glitter. Nothing exciting. Gonna make a mess. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the arrow. I think I'm gonna just cover that with whatever color it's underneath, because we've got some land, we have some ocean, but I don't really love the arrow, so I'm not gonna worry about that. But I am going to do cursive. So I want this to dry, and then I'm going to come through with a paintbrush and kind of brush off what we have, and then we will start going from there. I'll probably need to touch up some of the quote. Let me let this dry because I want to take my time. I'm not in a rush, and I want to make sure it's completely dry before I start filling in other pieces with this. The land is going to be silver, and the oceans and the water, I have this Recollections, what color is it? Frost. It's a really, really pretty color. And I just have in my stash a little salt and pepper shaker of glitter of silver. I don't think that's enough, but I have other silver, so I'm just gonna be using silver, whatever I have. I think I've got some more in my stash. And yeah, so let me let this dry, then we'll brush off, and then we'll start slowly filling in the next pieces. Cool. All right, this is gonna be so cool. All right, so I have it there, and you can see the printing underneath, so it's hard to see the glitter in the proper spots, but we're just gonna keep pushing on through. See how this turns out. So what I'm gonna do is slowly start doing some of the ocean, and I have some of Africa right here under this arrow, but then, you know, we have, it doesn't quite hit any islands over here. So anyway, we're gonna just start going very carefully. I might, you know, have to fix some things, but I'm not sure, but we're just gonna take our time. I'm going to kind of go around what I need to. I'm going to go around the lettering, and I know this is a precision tip, which is nice, but I think I'm going to grab a paintbrush. I have a really small thin tip paintbrush. It's a 0, and I'm just going to kind of push it up into the edges and really try to make sure that I'm getting all of the edges. And the nice thing about glitter is you can always go back in and add a second coat, which is really good. And yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I am playing by ear, trying this out. This is a little new to me. I mean, glitter's not new to me, of course, but this whole globe thing. So bear with me as I experiment. We all know that experiments sometimes end badly. All right, I have this really pretty glitter. Once again, it is Frost. It's by Recollections. Super duper pretty. And I'm just doing small sections at a time. Oh, that's pretty. You can see the arrow still underneath, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that, but we'll kind of play with it. Anyway, super pretty. Oh my goodness. So that means if we can see the arrow underneath, we might have a problem and see the follow letters, but we'll see how it goes. All right, look how great this is looking. Oh my gosh, so sparkly. I'm not loving the text, but I will see how that goes. I did try it off camera. I used stickles, and this is in the color Black Diamond to draw over it, and that did work better, but I'm still not 100% in love with that, so I might change that up. We'll see how it goes. But what I'm going to do now, I wanted to try out the silver on the land. And so what I'm doing, and I'm just going to finish up the globe. And like I said, I'm not in love with the text, but we'll see how that goes. Same thing with the silver. Exactly the same thing that I did with the blue. I'm just going to take a little bit of the glue here. Got to get in a good spot. It's hard to film it in a good spot, but I just put kind of a blob of glue. And then I just take a paintbrush and spread it around. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I have gaps here down at the bottom where I didn't go all the way up to the edge. So I'm gonna go back in probably with the blue and really make sure my borders are clean. If you're having a hard time figuring out, because once you start smearing stuff around, sometimes it's like, wait, was that land or was that ocean? Because it can get kind of confusing, especially down here because it's got a lot of little islands and there's a lot of white and you think the white is the land, but it's not necessarily. Anyway, grab a real globe or Google Map it or something. So if you need a real life reference, that is always very helpful when you're doing these. I'm not worried too much about, lakes and stuff. I'll do the best I can, but like I said, not everything is going to be everywhere. So just kind of keep going to town. Take your time, do one section at a time. You don't want to rush things. And if you have to, scrape it off if it doesn't work. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to be doing for a little bit. It doesn't take very long. I just go in sections and let it dry and then go in the next section. It doesn't take very long to dry either. Just take your time and go to town and let's make a really cute glitter globe. For the silver, I just have what I found in my stash. I found a little bit more. I'm not really buying glitter anymore because I have so much. I need to use what I have. So this is just regular glitter. Regular glitter and pour it on and that's it. That's how we do this. We all know how to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the glittering of the globe. Then we're gonna go on to the next steps because I think this is gonna need a little bit more than the rhinestone one. We're gonna need to add some other cool stuff just because it just needs it. And yeah, I'm gonna go to town. Awesome. But I love the light blue and the silver. It's looking so good together. Love it. Okay, let me finish. It's got a lot to go. Let me finish and then I'll be right back. All right, so the glitter is on and I love it. It looks wonderful. If you want to stop here, go ahead and stop. I love the glitter part, but I don't love the follow that dream. It just didn't work out as well. I even tried stickles and I just don't like how it turned out. So this just means I get to alter my idea a little bit and that's okay. That's what happens sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this into a full-on mixed media globe. So I want to have the globe looking like this. So I want to cover up, but I want to make sure that we're kind of staying here. And I'm going to kind of put mixed media elements this way. I want to have it kind of look that way. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna put it a little bit closer. So we're following the line of this metal piece that's holding it in. So I have these flowers. They're gonna look beautiful. I'm starting with some big things. Then we're going to go ahead and put some smaller flowers on. And we have some bits and bobs. We've got some little rhinestone-y things. I don't know where they came from, but they're pretty. And there's some sparkly ones in here. And I have some other things here. We'll probably put some darker colors in so it's not so pastel-y. I also have some of these clear art pebbles from Finnabar. So I've got a bunch of those, different sizes. And we're just gonna play with this. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna turn out. This is, yeah, it is what it is. It didn't turn out how I wanted it, but we're adjusting. So we're just gonna play. I'm gonna hot glue everything on. And yeah, let's get going with this. We're just gonna plunk things on and see what happens. And that's the whole beauty of mixed media, is that you can experiment and play, and we're going to be overlapping things. And I am using what's in my stash. I am trying to use up what I have. So here we are, and the flowers look really good. I'm liking this. I'm just gonna keep on going, but now I'm going to add some of the beads and things, but I wanted just to take a pause and show you the flowers. So cute. Okay, I'm liking this much more than how it was before. I'm just using white and teal wherever I can, whatever is in my stash. And off we go. Lots and lots of things. And tuck things in and around. And yeah, so let's go ahead and let's start adding beads and see where that goes. All right, so now what I think I'm gonna do is take some flowers and bring them down. I have some little ones here. Bring some down so that it goes to the points. I might even bring it down onto the base. I think if we have it coming up, so it'll be kind of a serpenty shape. I don't know if that's quite what's going on, but I definitely want to add a little bit more, bring it down. Also going to add some butterflies. I get my butterflies from the Dollar Tree. I have some of these. This is a dark blue, and I'm not sure if I want to really bring in the dark blue, or there's this kind of paley blue here. But it's more of a purple blue, like, I don't know, was that periwinkle? Is that the color? I have no idea. Anyway, it's a little purplier. Purplier, is that really even a word? Making up some things over here, people. So I'm not sure if I want to bring in a dark blue or more of a purple, and I'm not sure. So I'll get to there, but I think the butterflies are going to be the last thing I add. So I'm going to work on tying in the base to the top, add more whatever I find. A lot of these flowers I got from the Dollar Tree, the littler ones, and the other ones I just had in my stash. Using what I have, like all of these came from the Dollar Tree a while ago. I don't think they have these anymore because they've got the Crafter's Square. I don't know. I think they still have Jot. I have no idea. All I know is using what I have, using all these pieces. I have more from the Dollar Tree, which are cute. And so we get a variety of textures as well, which is nice. I do like that. And off we go. So this was just a pause in the gluing. So we're going to keep on going. And we'll add butterflies, and I'll check back in just a little bit. All right, so now it's time to add the butterflies. I think I am gonna go with the dark blue ones, and before I glue them, I'm just gonna kind of place them where I want them to go. I'm gonna have them flying up. All right, so I have my butterflies and kind of placed them. Now I'm going to glue them. They do have adhesive on the back, but it's just not enough. So I'm going to add glue to the middle. All right, it is done. Oh my goodness, I love this. I think this looks really good. Happy with how it turned out. There will also be photos on my Instagram, on my blog, so you can see more up close photos. And yes, I am quite pleased with this. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on my blog. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.